You may never really think about needing a jump starter until your car decides it won't start. And that's when having a solid and reliable one in your trunk suddenly becomes a lifesaver. So, it's been quite a while since we shifted our main jump starter to the overland rig and started using this Gooloo GT6000 on our daily driver. We think it's time we share our experience with it. Subscribe if you like car and car gadget finds like this, and let's begin. So, the jump starter came like this. The packaging is quite straightforward, and we get everything cramped inside. Okay, now here we get the main jump starter unit and a small carrying bag, as you can see. Okay, that's honestly more practical than fancy, though the material doesn't feel particularly high-end. Now, we also get this USB-A to USB-C cable, USB-C to C cable, and this DC adapter. Then, these clamps seem quite tight and stable so far, and the wires also feel durable. And quality-wise, they seem to hold quite well so far. For the basic pack we got, we don't see their quick-speed 100-watt charger included, but Gooloo does give us some other packages. For instance, this package gives you a good deal on this jump starter and their OBD scanner. This package comes with an EVA storage box. Then we have this quick-speed 100-watt charger combo and so on. Each combo, as we can see, is available at a discounted price, which seemed like good value for money options to us. Now, if we talk about the jump starter itself, this one from Gooloo is quite compact for the power it packs. Now, most other jump starters we used came with a built-in tire inflator, but this one doesn't. And that explains why it is so compact. Then, we have this 3.2 2-inch Smart View display that shows everything we need right in front of us. Battery level, output, temperature, and jump start status. Yeah, it makes the whole process kinda easier. Okay, so, talking about performance, on paper, it can handle engines up to 12-liter diesel and gasoline, which is more than enough no matter what type of car you drive. Be it a daily driver, performance car, muscles, or off-road rigs, jump-starting wouldn't be an issue. Okay, now, even though on paper, it says it can jumpstart 70 times on a full charge. But in our experience, we got about 10 to 15 jumpstarts for our daily drivers, and on average 8 to 10 jumpstarts for our diesel rigs. We did use it to recharge the phones as well, but the claimed number and the number we got has this huge difference. Now this is something we liked, the cold start preheating feature. What happens here is, the GT6000 warms itself up before delivering power. So, cold starting issues won't feel like a burden anymore. And we think having this feature available for emergencies is, of course, reassuring. Gooloo ensured a 10-layer safety system with this jump starter, which makes it a solid option. So, even for those silly mistakes, we didn't have to worry about frying our system. Here, the battery life and charging side are mostly solid. During our usage, it handled jump starts, phones, laptops, and small accessories without any major issues. On paper, it comes with a 27,000 mAh battery, which gives us around 6 or 7 full iPhone charges on every full charge. And depending on your exact iPhone model, you might end up with more or less than that. So yeah, it's actually handy when you're out and about, but make sure to keep enough juice left for any emergencies. The 100-watt USB-C port felt quite convenient for laptops, though charging multiple devices at once slows things down noticeably. Although on paper, you'll see it can fully recharge in less than 1.5 hours, but only if you use a 100-watt adapter. We actually used our 65-watt adapter, and it took about 2 to 3 hours to fully top it up. So yeah, it took more time than expected, but honestly, it's not a huge hassle either. If we talk about its ports, there's a solid lineup here. 2 USB-A ports, a USB-C, and a DC output. It all works well, but honestly, it can feel a little cramped at times, and if you're in a rush, you might fumble around a bit. Then, here's the flashlight, which we actually appreciate and is decent at 400 lumens with multiple modes: normal, SOS, and strobe. Yeah, it works for car checks or camping. Though it's nothing mind-blowing, but we can say it's useful. Now, if we talk about its downsides, the first thing we ran into was with the frosted glass screen. Most of the time it works fine, But if the light hits it just the wrong way, it can be a bit tricky to see clearly, which can be annoying sometimes. Then comes the port section, and we think adding 2 Type A USBs in 2025 doesn't really make sense. Instead, adding 2 USB-C ports would be much more helpful. Alright, now the real question, should you actually get one? Well, overall, the Gooloo GT6000 is a good option for car owners who need a budget-friendly Plan B with more than enough power to jumpstart virtually anything on the road. Whether you're driving a burly pickup truck or an economy box commuter, this portable jumpstarter is worthy of carrying around. But if you're working in a shop or managing a fleet of vehicles, you'll probably want something more heavy-duty. It's not that the GT6000 isn't a solid tool. It just isn't designed to compete with professional-grade shop equipment. But, we must say, for the average driver, it's exactly what you need. An affordable, reliable jumpstarter to keep in your car so you're never stranded because of a battery issue. So, what's your take on this? If you're already using one, tell us how it's been working out. And if you're thinking of grabbing one, honestly, you can go for it. Until next time.